Good day, everybody, and welcome to The Lucky Felt. My name is Todd Hoover, and I like to design roulette strategies for you guys to review, evaluate, modify, and make it your own. Before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Would be greatly appreciated to help our community grow. One big thing that you could do for me is hype the video. It's a new feature in the YouTube app. All you do is you look right below the video under where the comment box is. Instead of clicking on the comment box, you slide it to the left and there'll be some options or features there, and hype is one of them, and that would greatly help us grow our community. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for viewing. Okay, today we have a new system. It's called the Velvet Rope Job. This isn't a smash and grab robbery. It's a sophisticated slow burn heist designed for the high roller. Imagine slipping past the velvet rope into the high limit VIP room. You don't run around frantically doubling your bets like an amateur. You sit down with a massive stack of chips and execute a cool, calculated plan. The velvet rope relies on extreme depth and resilience. It uses a massive 1,000 unit bankroll to create a 6-tier defense system. It is designed to absorb punishment without flinching. You only increase your risk after 2 consecutive losses, but a single win allows you to retreat to a safer tier. This asymmetric structure makes it incredibly difficult for the house to kick you out of the game. Okay, super simple system. Your bet size, you're only going to have 6 tiers with 1,000 units or 1,200 units, is what I would use. Your bet size is 5 for the first bet, 15 for the second, 35, 75, 155, and 315. And there will be a chart below to show you the what to bet and how much to bet on each tier. So let's get started. We'll play this at $200 since we have a $1,000 bankroll. And let's just start with black. And we're spinning. We have to have 2 losses in a row. And $1,000 is $200 for our profit. You can play this if you have a EBT that will let you do dollar minimum bets. You can place this on with $1 and $500. You could also use $2,000 and $10 units. And we're spinning. And right now we're up 15. 3 wins in a row. And you don't move your bet after the loss. You keep it. It has to have for us to lose or move up to the next tier, it has to hit 0 or red 2 times in a row. And there's 1. And repeat and bet. And here's number 2. Oh, no, we got the win. Excellent. So you don't move up the tier. You just keep going. Right now we're at 20. There, now we're at 25. And repeat and bet. There's a 5. There's 1 loss. And let's see what we get here. And it is a 10. Hey, we're still going. 25. You'll get stagnant with this, where you'll win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1, but it's still not costing you a lot of money, because you make it back on the next spin. Here's 1 loss. And see what we'll get here. And there's our second loss. Okay, so let's go even for 15. Okay, get 1 win here. We can move back down to the first level. And we got it. And let's go low this time. See how many lows we can get in a row. There's 1. We're at 35. It's a slow grind up, guys. You're not going to make no jackpot numbers. This is just an even money bet. But the progression is the key. Okay, that is definitely the key. 40 units up. Trying to get to 200. And there's 45. And rebet and spin. And what do we get here? There's a 5. We're at 50. Okay, we're rebet and spin. And the way I choose my even money bet is I look and see which side is the longest since it's hit, and I'll play that. Or if there's a dominant color over the board, like a majority of, say, black over red, then I would play black. Okay, that's one loss. We were at 55. But you really don't need to keep track of your bankroll with this system, because you can, let's go 5, 10, 15 on red, because you'll make it up as you go up and down the tier. Here's one loss. Rebet and spin. Okay, got the win. Now you can go back down a level if you so choose. So let's go to 5. And there's a win. I was thinking about making it to where you get 2 wins in a row before you move down, or best 2 out of 3, but this seems to work fairly well. We'll stick with the red side here. See what we get. Okay, we're at 50. Repeat and bet. We're not in any drastic danger of losing our $1,000 bankroll or 1,000 unit bankroll. And we are slowly climbing up to our $200 goal. The velvet rope job, guys. You tell me about the progression, what you think. Here's one loss. And again, we were at 55. We've kind of been stuck here for a little bit. There's 2 losses. Okay, then we're going to go 5, 10, 15. We're going to go to the high side. See what we get here. There's a 7. That's one loss. And repeat and bet. And there's a 26. Okay, so you can see that puts us down to 45. We just start again at 5. You don't have to chase. It'll build itself. Let it build itself back up slowly. And we are spinning. Got a 35. We're at 55 already. Rebet and spin. Here's a 20. Now we're at 60. And that's what makes the system super safe. You have to lose twice in a row before you move up. You only have to win once to move down. So it's kind of like a ladder system where you're going to go up. You don't have to reset at the beginning. There's one loss. 65 was our high. And there's 2 losses. Okay, we're going for a red. There were 3 reds in a row. Let's see if there'll be 4. There wasn't. So we rebet again. If we lose this, we go to the 35 level. There's a red. We got it. So we just moved down to the 5. After 1 win, we're at 55. Set you back a little bit, but overall what you're trying to do is get to that goal without getting in too much trouble. Okay, there's 2 losses. Okay, so we're going to go black this time because it looks like there's a majority of black on the history board. I like getting in those streaks. There's 1 loss. Rebet and spin. And there's 2 losses. Okie dokie. So let's go odd for 35. And see what we get here. There's an odd. Okay, so now we can move it back down to 15. And there's another odd. And we can move down to 5. We're at 65. Working our way up. There's a loss. And rebet and spin. And there's a second loss. So let's go high this time. I believe 65 was our high. Here's a low. And rebet and spin. There's a 31. Let's just go back down to 5. We're at 55. Take the little $10 loss and work our way back up. And that's the key to the whole system. You have little setbacks, but you don't push it. Don't push the system. Let the system work for you. Okay, here we go. Here's a 21. That's going to be a win. 60. Let's get this above 65. There we go. Back where we our new session profit. And we are spinning. There's a 1. That's 1 loss. Let's see what's on the board here if we miss this. Okay, there's 2 losses. And it's going red, so let's go red. For 15. There's a red. And you can see we're up to 70. So we're going to just stay with red. It's a slow grind, but it seems to work, guys. You guys tell me what you think. I was really, when I first saw the system, I was really concerned about the bet size, but really it's no issue at all. To get up there is incredible. You're going to have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 losses in a row. Can it happen? Absolutely it can happen. But this system seems to bully its way through it. Here's 1 loss. So our high was 85. Almost halfway there, guys. And we're back to 85. Rebet and spin. And you'll get a lot of back and forth. But we're doing pretty well here. We're at 90. Almost halfway there. There's 1 loss. And rebet and spin. And there's a win. Back to 90. And going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, good. We pushed through it. Now our high is 95. We just stay here until we get 2 losses. There's 1. And we got the win. Excellent. Rebet and spin. And we need 2 losses, guys. There's 1. Every time you hit, it resets your 2 loss count. But you are in a stagnant position here. We're staying around the 90-95 area. Okay, so that missed. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15 right here on the low side. 1 win, and we can go back down to 5. There we go. And you're going to see we're at 100 already. So we're spinning. The velvet rope job. Tell me what you think about this, guys. This seems very interesting to me. And that's 2 losses. So let's go 5, 10, 15 on odd. What I like to do is pick one of the even number bets that the last number hit. So like the last number hit for me was 21 red. So I could have gone high, red, or odd. I went odd. And we got that win. So we can just go back down to 5. Take that little $10 loss. Okay, rebet and spin. And let's work our way back up. Here's 1 loss. Rebet and spin. Easy system to play, guys. There's 2 losses. Okay, let's go 5, 10, 15. Let's see what we get here. Here's a 10, that's a loss. Rebet and spin. Here's a 30. Okay, so we just go back down to 5. We're down 15 now. But let's just play the system as is. Here's a 36. And move down every time we get a win. And let's see how that helps us out without getting into too much trouble. Here's a loss. And there's another loss. 5, 10, 15. We'll go odd. There's 2 odds that hit. And there's an odd. Back down to 95. 5. And let's start climbing back up here. There's 1 loss. And there's 2 losses. So let's go 5, 10, 15. And there's 3. There's a win. See, that puts us back down to 85. So we can just start the climb again. Just have patience. That's the key to the system. Loss, rebet, and spin. There's the 2 losses. Okay, so let's go. Black is hitting really a lot, so we're going to go 35 on black. All it takes is 1 hit, and then you can move down a tier. There. Rebet and spin. Here's a black. Okay, now we're going to go down to 15. That's a miss. Rebet and spin. Here's a black. Still set us back a little bit, so let's just stay at the $15 level. Instead of moving down, let's see if we can get some of this back up here. Okay, that's 1 loss. If you get too many setbacks in a row, I suggest you try to go for 2 wins. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, let's see if we win this where it's going to put us. Oh, but we lost it. So rebet and spin. And we got the win. Let's go for win number 2. We've got to get back up here. Got to stay. Here's a second win. That helps out. Then we can go 5, 10, 15. That's a loss. Rebet and spin. And there's a win. Rebet and spin. That's a loss. Rebet and spinning. That is a loss. So now we're going to go to 35. Okay, one loss. Rebet and spin. There's a win. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a loss. So let's go to 75. We're going to stick with black till we hit one of these blacks. Unless it goes all red all day. There's one loss. There is a win. Okay, we're still minus 20, so we're going to go to 75. Get 2 wins at least. There's our second win. Now we're going to drop down to 35. You could find a new bet if you so choose. We get this win, we can drop down to 15. Okay, now we can drop down to 15 with just the one win. Again, you're trying not to put yourself in too much trouble with this system. That's why I'm playing it like I am. If you get one win and take a small loss, but if you get consecutive losses, you're going to probably need 2. It's your choice of how you want to play it. I'm going to get either above 90 or below it. That's one loss. Rebet. There's a win. So we're still back at 90. So my goal is to get one win above 90 or 2 losses in a row. Okay, that's one loss. Rebet and spin. Here's a win. And as you can see, it's going back and forth, back and forth. It's not really hurting us. It's keeping us about the same. There's a loss. Rebet and spin. Here's a win. Okay, rebet and spin again. And excellent. There we go. Now you can see we're at 105, so we're going to put 5 on black. Just take your time, guys. Simple system. The levels increase pretty dramatically, but you got to have 2 losses before you go to the next level. And technically, you only have to have 1 win to move down. If you have a couple of those where you're losing a little bit of money each time, then you might need 2 like we used. Okay. And that's 1 loss. And there's 2 losses. Okay, so now we're going to go to 15. Let's change up the bet. We'll go small. Here's 35. That's 1 loss. Rebet and spin. And there's a win. And that just broke us even, so I want to get that 1 win above 95 or 2 losses. There we go. And then we can drop down to 5, and we're at 110. There's 1 loss. Rebet and spin. Slow climb, guys. And there's 2 losses. So let's stay over here at 5, 10, 15. There's a win. Now we can move back down and play it safe at 5 units. We're at 115. There's a 17. Now we're at 120. Rebet and spin. Takes a little time, guys, but this seems really safe. We didn't get too far up. We got up to tier 4. And then we could get up higher than that. Right now we're at 130. We're just taking our little grind and slowly grinding up. Excellent. We're at 135. I love it when we hit these little hot streaks like this. It's all hitting small. Because you just stay with it until it loses 2 times in a row. So 135 was our high. That's our first loss. And it's still our first. We're back to 0. Okay, 135. There's 1 loss. There's 2 losses. So I'm going to put 15 on here. If I get the 1 win, it'll get us back in profit. That's a loss. Rebet and spin. There's a loss. So we're gonna keep it right here and go to 35. And there's a win. Now we can go down to 15, 5, 10, 15. We're at 130. And that's a loss. Rebet and spin. And there's a second loss. We'll keep it here. Do the same thing. Back to 35. So your bet size goes 5, 15, 35, 75, 155, 315. Okay, there's a win. 5, 10, 15. So we gradually increased. We're up at 135 now. And now, excellent. Now we're at 150. Let's go back down to 5. $24. We're at 155. Rebet and spin. And excellent. We're at 160. $40 away, guys. Rebet and spin. The Velvet Rope Job. Okay, rebet and spin. It says the math behind the resilience with a 1,000-unit bankroll. The specific progression gives you an incredible 6-tier of defense. And we keep winning. To bust out and fail the job, you must lose 12 times in a row in a specific pairs. Like loss, loss, then loss, loss, then loss, loss. The statistic probability of losing 12 even money bets in a row on a European wheel is approximately 0.02%, or about 1 in 4,600 attempts. This makes this system extremely robust for a single session. Okay, and we just keep winning, guys, with that even. We're at 180. And it says why this, there's 1 loss. Why this progression? This specific sequence is mathematically designed that a win at any tier recovers the losses from the previous 2 tiers. Okay, and there's our second loss. So then we're going to go 5, 10, 15. And provides a net profit of plus 5 units in the sequence. It is efficient without being overly aggressive. The Velvet Rope. betting. Okay, there's our $15 win. We're at 170. And that was a 6. So let's repeat our bet and go back down to 5. And we're at 175. It's a slow way to get where you need to be, but it seems pretty safe. Here's a 2. Definitely all about the progression. I really like this progression. There's a 7. And repeat and bet. And we're at 185. And now we're at 190. We're 2 wins away, guys. 2 wins away. And we get a 21. That's going to be a loss. To stay here, you got to have 2 losses in a row before we move up. There's an 18. That's going to win. Go back to 190. Rebet and spin. 19, just missed it. Okay, that's 1 loss in a row. Let's see if we get 2 in a row here. Nope, got the win. We're back to 190. And rebet and spin. And 24. Okay, that's a loss. Rebet and spin. There's a 6. That's a win. Rebet. And we got to have 2 losses. Patience is a weapon. This strategy is a cool, calm grind. You win plus 5 units at a time. To reach your plus 200 unit goal, you need 40 successful sequences. Do not get impatient. Trust the defensive depth. Okay, and that's our second loss, I believe. So now we're going to go 5, 10, 15. It says, trust the defensive depth of the system and let the math work over time. That's 1 loss. And we're just going to keep it on the high side here. There's 2 losses. So then we go to 35. We're down to 155. And that's 1 loss. And rebet and spin. And there's a win. Okie dokie, and get another one. And then we can move back down to 15. But that's a loss. That's 1 loss. Rebet and spin. And there's a win. Okay, let's get another win here before we move down to 15. Okay, got that win. And now let's move it down to 15. 5, 10, 15. If we hit this, we will be in session profit. Almost hit the 27. Rebet and spin. And there's a 20. And rebet and spin. And let's see what we get here. 36. And there you go, guys. Super simple system. 205. The velvet rope job. You guys let me know what you think about it. Y'all have a fantastic day. And if you can improve on the progression, please let me know. But it seems to work out really, really well. Have a great day, guys. Thanks. Bye.